Hey guys, welcome to the Knit Now Swatch Later podcast. My name is Courtney. Today is Tuesday, April 8th, and we'll be talking about the Dozen Socks Make-Along, which is our year-long make-along where the goal is to make a dozen pairs of socks, preferably from stash yarn. What I've been working on, what I've been reading, and whatever other crafty nonsense I've been getting into lately. So if that sounds like something that suits your fancy, grab a cup of something and stick around. You can find me on Instagram as Knit Now Swatch Later and on Ravelry as Pup. Links to everything that I talk about on the episode will be linked in the description box down below. So I have chosen a winner for the Dozen Socks Make-Along for the first quarterly prize drawing. Just as a reminder, this is the prize. It is a hat kit from Tina's Twisted Fibers in the colorway Wolf Pack. Comes with everything you see here. And the winner is Mary Knitter, and I will put her socks and her Instagram username on the screen. Congratulations, and make sure that you get in touch with me. Send me an email with your shipping information to knitnowswatchlater@gmail.com, and I will get this out to you as soon as possible. So it is not too late to join us. This is a year-long make-along, so make sure that you are using the hashtag DozenSocks25 over on Instagram and post your finished socks over in Ravelry, over on the Ravelry thread. Since the last time that we chatted, I have finished the first sock of the Egg Hunt Socks test knit that I was working on for Leah Gibson. The yarn is just a random yarn from my stash. I think it's patent something or other. I don't know. I found the tag, but then I lost it again. I think it was patent something. And then the ruffle is 3 Tulips Yarn Company. And the pattern is available on Ravelry now if you are interested in knitting this. It was a very fun, quick knit. I love the basket weave pattern, and the ruffle was a lot of fun to knit. So I am excited to knit up the second sock. For this, I knit this sock in March and this sock hanging on the wall behind me. This is the Daisy Chain Socks, also by Leah Gibson. So technically I knit 2 socks in March. They're not a matching pair, but it's still a pair. So I'm counting it. That was really my only goal, is just finish 12 pairs of socks, and maybe I will knit up the second socks for those, maybe I won't. We shall see. But after knitting 3 pattern socks in a row, I wanted a little bit of a break. So I cast on another pair of vanilla socks. And I just have these in my little project bag from Barley Pearl. And I cast these on, let's see. So the yarn I'm using is from West Yorkshire Spinners in the signature 4-ply, and the colorway is Owl. And then this is what the socks look like. I am just really enjoying a plain vanilla sock, and I split the ball in half, and I'm working on both socks. I finished the leg on the first one and started the leg on the second one. So this is how far I am on that. And I am just knitting these on US size 1 2.25 millimeter Chalgu 9-inch circulars. And I'm really enjoying working on these right now. I have quite a few new cast-ons since the last episode of the podcast. This is one of them. And then I also cast on, I have in this bag, this is an original White Rose Fiber Company bag from my very first craft show in 2020. And this is the Perfect Knit t-shirt by Caitlin Bartold. So this is knit from the top down in the round. I'm still kind of in the yoke part, and I have several repeats left before I reach the section to split for the sleeves. I have this on wooden Chow-Gu, I think they're bamboo Chow-Gu needles. They are US size 6 4mm needles, and then the yarn is Yarn Bee in the Bambootiful line, and the color is Basil. So this has been on the needles for 10 days, and it's really nice. I'm loving the way that the fabric is working up. I love this color, and I'm just having so much fun with it. And I'm surprised at how much I've gotten done in only 10 days of working on this. My April socks have been on the needles. I cast them on April 3rd, so they have been on the needles for 5 days. And then I have one more cast on. I have in another White Rose Fiber Company bag. This is the coffee bag. And this is My Reading Shawl by K.F. Jones. And I am knitting it with a skein of bare undyed yarn from Knit Picks. And then I'm using just holding that double with mini sets that I have in my stash. Right now I'm using the Hey Sister. This is the color I'm using. I think the color is Drizzle. It is from the Hey Sister mini kit number 2, I believe. So this is it. They are no longer dyeing yarn. Yes, this is kit number 2. So I cast this on April 5th. So it's only been on the needles for 3 days, and I've worked on it once. It's pretty quick, mindless knit. I'm still increasing for the first section, and so far I'm really enjoying it. And I'm knitting this on a US size 5 3.75mm needle, and I am enjoying it. It's just nice to have a couple of different projects to swap between. I have, they're all kind of vanilla for right now. They're pretty simple, pretty much just straight knitting with a few increases thrown in. And then I think after tax season, I'll have a little bit more brain space available to work on something a little more complicated. But right now, this trio of projects is perfect for meeting my needs right now, and they're great to just work on while I'm watching TV or listening to an audiobook, whatever. It's just very nice, simple knitting for me right now. And I have one more project that you guys have seen this before. I brought it because I packed it for our vacation that we went on, which I will talk about a little bit more in a few minutes. But this is I don't even know how, it's been so long, I don't even know which way it goes. Okay, so I think it goes this way. Maybe this is the back. The Salty Days sweater. And then I have this. I don't know. So I've got this, and I really wanted to work on this, but my phone broke, and I was using the Knit Companion app on my phone, and then we had to factory reset everything so that we could send it to Google for them to repair it. And I knew that this was going to happen. So I took screenshots of my Knit Companion app for my active projects and where I was in them so that I wouldn't lose my place. And then I thought that I sent them to Ben, but now neither one of us can find them. So I have no idea where I am on this sweater, and I just have not had the time or the energy to sit down and try to figure it out. So I am wanting to do that at some point, but now is just not the time. So I just wanted to show it because I don't know if I've actually shown it outside of Vlogmas. So there it is in all its glory. It's another green sweater. I don't know what the yarn is off the top of my head. I'll have to check my Ravelry stuff the next time I talk about it. But this was not in my notes. This was not, I just grabbed it because it was with the other stuff that I brought on vacation with me. So there's a little bit about that. And then moving into books, I'm still reading the same two books. Fear of No One by E.E. Nelson and Iron Flame by Rebecca Yarros. Slow and steady. I only get to sit down and read maybe like once a week, if that, and I have been falling asleep while I'm reading, so that's just not, we're not making a lot of progress on the reading front, but I am really enjoying both books. I know it probably doesn't seem like it since I've been reading them for months now, but they are very good. And then as far as life and acquisitions goes, I do have a needle felting class tonight that is hosted by the Three Tulips yarn company owner. Her name is Amy, and that's going to be at the Presley and Pear, 6 to 8 p.m. tonight. So I'm looking forward to that. Although I guess it'll be Friday or Saturday before you guys see this, so it doesn't matter. But that is what I will be doing tonight. Like I mentioned before, we went on a little trip for my birthday over the weekend. We just went out just a little bit outside of town, and I just wanted to have a weekend away from home, away from chores, to just knit and read to my heart's content. So that's what we did. We also went to a few antique stores while we were there and a couple different coffee shops. And I shared a couple of pictures of our trip on my Instagram, and then I'm going to show you guys. I got this amazing yarn. It's an antique yarn winder, I think, and it was $30, so I had to grab it. I'm gonna try and put in some footage of it while I talk about it, but I was really excited about it. And the lady at the store, I don't think she knew what it was. She was just really shocked that we carried it up to the front of the store, that we wanted to buy it, that I knew what it was. So I don't know. She was just like really confused, and I don't know. It was a good find. So we also found an antique coffee grinder, which I have wanted one for a really long time, but they are very expensive. At least the ones that I've found in the past, if they work and if they're pretty, they are very expensive. But I found a really nice one that was like $35. So we scooped it up and spent the rest of the weekend trying new restaurants and just kind of hanging out at the house that we rented. So it was a really, really nice weekend. And when we got home, I had a package waiting for me that Ben ordered for me for my birthday, which was actually yesterday, but we celebrated it over the weekend because I had to work on my actual birthday. So he ordered this mini set from Megs & Co. It is just these really beautiful, bright colors. And then the set is called With Love from Rochester, New York, which we went to Finley Lake, New York for our trip, so it was cute that he found a sort of local yarn dyer to get me for my birthday. And normally when we go on trips, I love to do stuff like that. I like to find locally dyed yarn and get some as a little bit of a souvenir from our trip, but we went to a very small town. There were no yarn shops, nothing. No, I don't think there was even a bookstore. So he thought ahead and got this really pretty yarn, and I love it. He says that there's one more thing coming in the mail, that like shipment was delayed or something like that. So I'm literally going to be celebrating my birthday all month long because it's not scheduled to be here until like April 19th or something like that. So I'm really looking forward to that. I hope that you guys enjoyed this episode and catching up with me a little bit. If you did, please feel free to like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already. I try and put out a new episode every couple of weeks. So until next time, happy knitting.